Hello, this is my first YouTube video. I created this account to help other people that have been in a similar situation. My intention is to provide awareness to other people dealing with debt collection and the attorneys that take advantage of someone that just doesn't know any better. Here's my story. Recently, I found out that I had an outstanding bill from an apartment complex I used to live at. I had no idea how or why I owed them money. I got a voicemail by a debt collection agency that said I owed money to my old apartment complex. The payment itself wasn't an issue for me financially, but I don't always answer my cell phone. The voicemail was a bit of a surprise. I wrote down the information from the debt collection agency and planned to give them a call on my next payday, which was almost 2 weeks away. But here's the really weird and frustrating part. I got another call from an attorney called the Lemberg Law Firm. Another voicemail, of course. The voicemail was very vague. The attorney didn't leave a lot of detail in the voicemail. I have absolutely no clue how they got my number, so I decided to do some research on the law firm. 2 days later, I received another call from the law firm. This time, I answered it. He stated I could let them sue this debt collector for the apartment complex that I owed money to, and that he would collect money from the debt collector and I would get money out of the deal. I told the person on the phone I had to go to work to get off the phone. Something just seemed really shady and unethical about all this. I wanted to dig a little more into things. Here's what I was thinking. Okay, this attorney wants to sue the debt collector, but I will still owe the $800 after all is said and done. After some additional research, it turns out this is a very common scam by these gutter scum attorneys. They'll get you all wrapped up in these lawsuits that you then have to make all sorts of claims for, and they end up keeping most of the money from the lawsuit anyways. Plus, there are some significant risks. This can impact the credit score even more. It may affect my ability to rent and work at good locations later. I make it nothing at all with the attorney either. Remember, end of the day, the attorney isn't contacting you for some noble cause. They want to make money off of you, which is why they cold call and cold mail people. I called the Lemberg Law Firm back. It was a mistake, and I shouldn't have to make extra payments, and I hung up the phone. I hit up the apartment complex, and they said it was the partial rent due from my move, and it was legit. I spoke with a debt collector later in the week and basically said I can't make that payment and got the option to settle for a smaller amount instead. Something I learned from an LPT earlier, that settlement is always an option for lower amounts. You just have to do a bit of a song and dance about not being able to pay. The bottom line is these attorneys just want to make a quick buck. Agreeing to the lawsuits affects your long-term credit score and is completely unethical, in my opinion. This is the exact reason that attorneys have such a bad reputation. My best advice to any of you, if you get contacted by an attorney like this, remember, there is no free lunch. These lawyers are looking for people like us to take advantage of. If you're actually in trouble and need help with previous debts, look at a reliable, nonprofit option like Tenant that gives you advice without any cost.